the more I learnt about it and the more I learnt what was going on, the more I thought what a fantastic project this is, and I was more than happy to play a small part in it. I think it's amazing, and one of the things that really stuck in my mind about it was that just it's such a brilliant idea. Thinking of that idea, it's giving a voice and a canvas, for want of a better word, to people who obviously struggle and have a difficult time of it, and wouldn't in their everyday lives have access to this equipment. So that way it taps into this huge pool of talent, which is still obviously out there in other areas of poverty and deprivation, and they managed to tap into just this small handful of kids who've just shown what fantastic work that people are capable of. So it begs the question, if this project was expanded and the idea, if it spreads elsewhere, what other great talents are lurking out there? So it's just such a brilliant way of giving voice to an otherwise sort of voiceless section of the world community. I was blown away by them. You go to photographic exhibitions from time to time and you go, oh yeah, I know what they're trying to do there, and that's that, and that's a famous photographer doing their thing. But they were just, what was brilliant initially was that they just filmed the world around them, the world that was familiar to them, but it's completely unfamiliar to most of the rest of us. And so you really have that sense of life and participating in that life force from their community, and then for the wider World Cup that was going on around it. So no, I don't have a favourite, but the energy and vitality and life force of all those pictures comes through so strongly, and that's the thing that really impressed me. There are no boundaries to it, and I think what David and John Cole, the photographer, are hoping to do is to get a similar scheme off the ground in time for the Olympics. And I believe they've got quite a long way towards getting that off the ground. And anything that gets kids who don't have ordinarily access to this kind of stuff active and enthused about any branch of the creative arts. I mean, as an actor, obviously I'm biased, but something like photography is so. If you have the equipment and the means at your disposal, all you have to do is walk out your door and you can start taking pictures. And that's what I think Bill Nye says in one of the video clips. The simplicity of it is beautiful and brilliant. And so if it's just a matter of putting cameras into kids' hands, then I don't see there's no end to the possibilities. I think it's vital, and because it's so simple and because the results are so immediate, once you get the scheme off the ground in any given area, you get the cameras out to the kids, you give them a couple of weeks tuition, and days later you start seeing results. It's not one of those things that you sort of part with your money and hope that someone somewhere else takes it to a small village in Africa and builds a well or something. Not that that's a bad thing, that's a great thing to do as well. But it's simple, it's effective, it's immediate, and you can see the results, and you can see where your donation's gone. So in that respect, I think it should be a really attractive way for people who are lucky enough to be able to consider giving money to charity. It should be one of the good ones.